End of the world, zombies, death. Ever thought about it?
Oh, like on an everyday basis. If you're a zombie geek, you can't help but think about that stuff. Would you board yourself up inside your house? Would you make a run for the woods? Where would you go to stock up? Would you find a Costco? Lock yourself up in there?
Without any warning.
Have you considered how you would survive a zombie attack? Maybe it's time you did.
I think one of the most important guys out there for the zombie subgenre right now is Max Brooks.
You can never be too prepared.
Mel Brooks' son, who wrote the Zombie Survival Guide, which is, very tongue and rotted cheek. And more recently, World War Z, which is one of the best pieces of zombie fiction I've ever read.
No one is more surprised at the success of Zombie Survival Guide than me.
Who are the living dead? What are they? And why do they want to destroy us?
Most people seek out horror, I think, because they feel at their core very safe.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it! You're ignorant.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
They feel like they're living in a safe world and they want to be scared. I'm already scared. I don't need to go searching for it. So I write anti-horror. I write about how to stop the horror. I don't need to make it up.
He is maybe one of the most important people telling zombie stories right now.
When I started doing my zombie self-defense lectures, I thought they were just going to be a joke.
I don't think there's anything remotely funny about being killed and eaten by zombies.
I was completely unprepared for the barrage of questions. All real. All questions like, what kind of sword should I use? What kind of steel should that sword be? Should it be full tang? What's the blade length? Should I wear body armor? These are the kind of questions I get asked constantly.
So to survive, you may need to kill a zombie. Would you be ready?
Well, the only way to kill a zombie is shoot the head.
I understand you're having a difficult time killing these things, Sheriff.
Just shoot them in the head. They seem to go down permanently when you shoot them in the head.
It's about the brain.
Really all we are, biologically, are brains. And everything else, our lungs, our heart, our digestive tract, that's all just to create a support system for our brains.
Something in the brain is continuing to motor drive the body even after it's dead. So the only way to kill them is to kill the brain.
Go straight for the head.
It's kill or be killed. So how do you get them before they get you?
Shotguns are great. I mean, there is nothing more fun to shoot in the world than a shotgun. And I mean this, I'm not joking. I love guns, and guns are great. Honey, can you think of a better weapon to protect our house? No, there's nothing like a shotgun.
I always say, be careful with firearms, because first they run out of ammo, and second of all, they're loud. And you're basically announcing to zombies, dinner is served.
So what is the most effective way to destroy the brain?
I think the machete is possibly the best weapon, simply because it's light, it's easy to carry, it's easy to use, you don't have to train. People like samurai swords, but I always tell them a samurai sword was meant to be used by a samurai. That takes a lot of training. Better to use a peasant weapon, like a shovel or an axe or something like that.
You may be in your schoolyard playing when the signal comes.
Zombies can't plan, but you can. It's time to ensure your family has a zombie survival strategy in place.
This family knows what to do.
My zombie strategy is just keep heading north. Unfortunately, I'm a little too practical. When winter comes, it'll be cold, they'll freeze. Come spring, you come out, problem solved.
Well, what a lot of people don't know is that Max Brooks and David Wellington and myself and all the other zombie writers, we actually have a compound in Colorado, and we all, we can all get there safely should the zombie epidemic ever happen.
My home has one staircase.
I've got a balcony, so if I had to snipe some zombies, I could do it from there.
So in an emergency, I can just pull up the stairs and I'll be fine.
To survive zombies, you need weapons.
I could bar the doors.
I have grown enough bamboo that I can plant them and build a fence out of it.
And you need more weapons, and you need a bunker.
You know, I could get rainwater if I needed to.
And you need more weapons.
I'm ready. I'm pretty much ready. I got good soil. I can start growing some turnips. Yeah, they better not come for me.
And hope?
You think about this kind of stuff all the time, mostly just because it's fun. You know, that whole what-if scenario.
Without any warning.
So when the zombies come, and they will come, are you prepared? Don't wait until you come face to face with a real zombie to find out.
I was probably 13 years old, maybe.
You're still afraid.
Stop it now, I mean it.
And I'll never forget, it would be like, as soon as the zombie showed up, we'd be like, ah! And we would shoot the TV, bang, 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 with a fake gun. And as soon as your 6 shots were up, you had to give the gun to the other guy. You get 6 shots, and then you don't have the gun anymore. By the end of the movie, with all the zombies, we were so nervous. We're 13 years old, we're like, the zombies are gonna get us, we don't have any more bullets. And we played this really stupid game, but it was so frightening.
Fortunately, the latest in modern technology is available to assist you in the art of zombie defense.
Video games in general follow fairly predictable themes because most of them involve killing something or shooting something.
It's just sort of an extension of the movies, but again, like literature, your canvas is huge.
So there are things that you can archetypally kill. You can kill Nazis, you can kill space creatures or aliens, you can kill robots, and of course the undead.
You can do the kind of things that you don't have the budget for in a movie. So game makers are exploring these sort of vast landscapes and doing all kinds of crazy, gravity-defying gore stuff. And that's where the appeal is there. I think that's where all the new ground is being broken in terms of gore in zombie stories.
I played Resident Evil. Scared the hell out of me.
The Resident Evil movies are based on a series of video games, the Resident Evil video games, which are basically shooter games, except that you're not shooting soldiers, you're shooting zombies. And they very much do revolve around what is basically the spectator version of playing a video game. You have a main character played by Mila Jovovich who keeps waking up in various ways in these zombie-infested areas.
It appears the dead are coming back to life and eating the flesh of the living.
The primary reason why zombies are appealing is that they look like us.
It is unclear why or how this is happening.
But it's okay to kill them, right? And in some very interesting ways, right? So zombie is an absolutely no guilt snack, right? You can kill them all day and, well, or put them down because they're undead, but you can kill them all day and you need not feel guilty about them.
You may be asking yourself, is there an upside to zombies? When they aren't eating the flesh of the living, zombies have spawned a multi-billion-dollar industry of feature films, special effects houses, books, and comics. Even your everyday entrepreneurs are finding ways to cash in on the zombie hysteria.
Because I've done a lot of freelance stuff, and because I've done a lot of portraiture, and I ended up doing a portrait of myself and my wife Andrea as zombies, and then it kind of blew up, and it was almost an overnight thing. It just exploded, and I was deluged with all of this work from a lot of people who are really excited about it. Because it is a zombie portrait, I want them to look like the person I'm doing. But I mean, it can range from, a head wound and a complete side of their face gone, deluged with maggots and, and flies and stuff, or, pustules. It always ends up turning out, kind of neat and cool, and people are wild about it. I love that.
Of course, graphic depictions of zombies are nothing new. Horror comics have been bringing us chilling tales of the undead for decades.
I love the genre, and I would, under the covers, read the forbidden EC comic books with a little flashlight.
Horror comics were huge in the 1950s and I believe the early 60s. And then there was a big push in the States by sort of the morality squad, to tone down on this horror and gore and